Good morning. It's 7:15 a.m. on July 2nd, and here's an update to my straw bale garden. This is Melanie Herman in Sacramento, California, on the beautiful Sacramento River. So my squash, I have 4 squash plants, 2 yellow and 2 green zucchini. And I'm telling you, every day I get 1 squash off of each plant, 1 to 2 squash. So yesterday I picked everything as small as this one down here, and look at how big they are already. So today I'll have to pick 2 of them. I've been giving them away as fast as I can to everybody that comes by, or pretty soon I'll be dropping them into anybody's car that's unlocked in parking lots. And I only have 4 plants, a total of 4. I am hoping to get as many cantaloupe. It looks pretty good right now. They are coming, they're starting to change color toward ripeness. And the watermelon, I've got 2 pretty big looking watermelons in here. But I don't see any coming on. I know they're here, but I probably just can't see them. And good news about my tomatillos, half of my tomatillos. The ones planted in rice bales are doing beautifully. I have lots of tomatillos on them, as well as my padron peppers, which I'm thrilled to have some padrones this year again. They're wonderful. And my eggplant, look at the eggplant, it's just nuts. Lots of blossoms, and they'll be coming on. I got started with them a little late this year because I had put them in rye bales, and it deformed the early plants. As you can see from this tomato that I also transplanted from rye, at the ends it is still deformed, curled up, but the new growth is coming on really well. This tomatillo is beautiful. It's got it's got probably more than a dozen tomatillos on it. They'll be ready to pick here pretty soon. And this tomato, also planted late because of the rye bale issue, is doing beautifully. And I have some tomatoes in there that'll be coming on ripe here in the not too distant future, and lots of blossoms. So more watermelon, cantaloupes. And I want to show you the difference between planting in rye and planting in rice bales. This is what happened to here's a healthy, strong tomatillo plant planted in rice bales. Seeds planted in rice bales. Here is the exact same plant planted in rye, R-Y-E, bales by seed at the exact same time. You'll notice it's tall and leggy. They don't have tomatillos on them. They are stunted. The balls, the tips are kind of turning into balls and curling up as if they had pesticides on them. And these were planted at exactly the same time as the other beautiful, healthy ones. So I would suggest you put someplace, do not use rye bales. I don't know what exactly the problem is, but there is a problem. And it's proven here on our patio in Sacramento. The squash, obviously, and the melons are doing great, but anything in the nightshade family appears to be having trouble with the rye bales. So from Sacramento, California, that is my and here's a beautiful shot of the river. That's my straw bale report for July 2nd. Have a good one.